I can say is welcome to the Fashion Icons. I finally got her here. And for those of you that don't know, is Wilina Rodriguez. You know, she is a model, she is a fashion icon, and that's the reason why she's here. She's a modeling coach, she's a singer, an entertainer, and she even has an alter ego. So tell me about that alter ego of yours.
Well, I actually have three alter egos besides myself, but there's one of them that I'm really focusing on right now. Her name is Aleya.
Aleya.
She's a rapper.
Yeah.
And she's from the Bronx.
She's from the Bronx.
Yeah.
Okay. Right from the heart of the city,
The
so
heart
to
of the
speak.
city.
So what got you into modeling? What bug got into you that you say, I want to be a model?
Well, to be honest, since I was a child, I used to look at these Avon catalogs and I wanted to be in them, And as a toddler, I remember I would put on my mom's high heels and grab her purses and just walk around the house acting like I was in a runway. So I'm going to go ahead and say it was something that I was born to do. But I did not start pursuing it until I was like 20 years old.
Wow.
Yeah.
And why so long?
Eh, long story short, when my adult teeth came, they were very crooked. So I had to wait till I got braces. And then I had braces when I was 16 years old. And that was, I had them for 4 years. So we took them off when I was 20. So as soon as I took them off, I did my first pageant and started from there.
Which pageant did you get to do when you were 20?
My first pageant was Chica TV 2016. And I got the award for top one. I didn't win the pageant, but I was chosen top one amongst like 23 girls, and that's how everything started. I met a modeling coach there. I went to her modeling school, model collection by Zoila Ceballos, located in New York City. And from there, one of her photographer friends saw me, and I was the only one with curly hair. Yeah, my hair's straight right now, but
Yeah.
I was the only one with curly hair. So I stood out to him and he called me in for one photo shoot. And he was like, I see a lot of potential in you. So he decided he wanted to help me build a portfolio. And so we did. And that's how my modeling career started.
Well, and just like him, I've seen a lot of talents, and you can tell not only by the physical aspect of a girl, but I mean, in knowing you, I mean, you know our stories. For those of you that don't know it, we were both speaker at a casting, and when she got in there and she started talking, it was like wow. I mean, I had to stop and walk up to her and says, "Who are you?" I mean, she just took all the winds out of my sails because everything that I was going to say, this young, amazing, talented girl went ahead and she said it. And it just dawned on me that just like her, there's a lot of things. And I when I look at a girl, or a guy into the modeling field, I can tell. You can tell in their eyes, their passion, what it is they're all about. And like everything, I remember back in the military, first one up, last one down, and that is the girl or the guy that is going to succeed.
Mhm.
So tell me about what got you into rapping and singing.
Back in 2017, I was going through a very hard moment in my life, and I saw this girl, Cardi B, and her videos used to make me laugh a lot. So, in that very hard moment, she pretty much brightened up my days with her funny jokes and her personality in general. So, I learned all of her songs because I really connected with her for some reason. And I learned all of her raps, and then you would just hear me like anywhere I would go in the car, I would rap to Cardi B songs, like play me Cardi B. And I would rap all of her songs. So pretty much when I created my alter egos early last year, I I was like writing skits and stuff, and one of the skits was Aleya rapping to one of Cardi B's songs, and the other alter egos just hyping her up. But then my producer friend that was filming these skits for me, he was like, "Why don't we take this to the studio?" And we decided to take it to the studio, but instead of rapping one of Cardi B's songs, I wrote my own rap about Alea's personality.
Cool.
So that's pretty much how it started.
Well, yeah. I mean, you're one of the things that I noticed in you when we were both in that seminar, model seminar. It was that you're very charismatic. You have that gift that you connect with your audience, and it was fun to see you, dancing around with the kids and their kids. They just see you like, oh my God, look at her, she's so cool, and they were just dancing onto, and you're really connected with them. So that is a gift, and you can tell that you definitely love what you do, and that is great. So within your experience as a models coach, what advice would you give to a younger you if you were to start modeling, to someone that would be like 14, 15? What advice would you give to them and to the parents?
The advice I would give is definitely to train yourself, whether it is going to a modeling school or looking at YouTube videos and grabbing a full body mirror and training yourself. Poses, runway, because a lot of mistakes that I see girls doing is, sorry, one mistake I see a lot of girls doing is running straight to a modeling agency without having any training at all. And then the modeling agency, they're just gonna send you castings and stuff. And if you don't book it, or if you book it and you don't perform well, then you will no longer get booked with that agency. So definitely, if you want to do it, go for it, but train yourself.
Yeah, that's one of the I've seen that mistake hundreds of times or
Hmm.
thousands of times in girls that, I'm pretty, I'm beautiful, I have a great body, and they have a great attitude, and they going out and the agency, they go turned out, and I hear, oh man, that agency sucks. They didn't do anything for me. I don't look. But I asked them, were you prepared? Did you have
Hmm.
a good portfolio? Did you have training?
Hmm.
You don't just show up over there, and a casting director or a photographer starts asking you to do something, and you're like, what do I do? What do I do? Yeah,
Yeah,
it's just not going to
definitely.
happen. You have to have a coach, or like you said, if you want to be self-taught, go on to it, but make sure that you do the right things.
Hmm.
Connect people, with people like yourself, like our coaching system, that we try to guide you onto the right way. Why?
Yes.
Because you have the experience, you've been where they want to go.
Yes.
So you can tell them firsthand how they can improve onto it. And as far as what guidance would you tell the parents to guide their daughters or sons to become a successful model?
Definitely to make sure that if they are picking a modeling school, make sure they do their research, that the trainer is actually certified to train, and that don't let their girls go anywhere by themselves, because there is also a lot of danger out there. Um, and definitely to not be scared to invest in the training, because it will pay off. And not just because a girl has a pretty face, it means she can make a good model. That's not how it is at all. So don't just be like, oh, my daughter is pretty, I'm
I
gonna
get I
send her
get
to
that all the time.
modeling.
I get
Or
that all the time.
that's not how it works.
Yeah.
Modeling is not about being pretty or looking like this or like that. It's about what you can project in front of the camera and how well you can connect with the camera, how well you can work with the team. Definitely teach your kids to be humble, because if I am a designer, for example, and I book a girl or two and they have a nasty attitude, but they're pretty and they do their job well, I'm just gonna be like, yeah, they do the job well, but they have a nasty attitude, so I don't want to work with them anymore.
It's so funny that you say that, because one of the things that I'm always telling them is like exactly that. Be humble, be
Mhm.
natural, because if you're going out there with your super ego and your
Mhm.
overpowering personality, guess what? It it boils down to timing. Not only timing, but it boils down that whatever the model's mistakes in is going to trickle down, and it's going to cost a lot of money if the model is late, if the model is not
Yeah.
prepared. Okay, if they don't do what they're asked for, it's going to delay. They're going to have to redo. And then there's more time for the makeup artist, more time for the producer,
Yeah.
more time for the, to the director. So many different things. It's going to set back 2-3 hours. And I had a case with a model about 5 weeks ago. We went on on a photo shoot for a swimsuit, and we had 14 swimsuits that had to be shot. They were all already in box in the order that went there. She started going through the box and says, "Well, I want to see which one I'm going to
Mm.
wear." And I'm like, "You're going to wear them all, so it doesn't really matter." No. And then she started going. The lady looked at me, the owner of the catalog company, and she's like, "What is she doing?" And I says, "Oh, it's okay. I'm trying to be mediator." And all of a sudden, she goes, "Oh no, I want to wear that one." And she's like, "Why is she picking? We're all doing it." And I already told
Yeah.
her that, so I let it go, whatever. And then the next time she changes, she comes back, and the lady comes to me and says, "Baron, if she does this one more time, she's going home."
Mm-hmm.
So she came back. "Well, I want to see which one I'm going to do now." And I says, "You know what? Thank you for being with us. We're going to pay you because we're not that kind of people. But realistically, you came for this job. You were chosen. You were told that you were going to be doing this. You don't come and pick and start creating your own. You're not at that level." And even the professional models that do, the New York Fashion Week, the Georgia Mart, the Chicago Marts, they know. They go in there, and I tell them the truth. Okay. And it's as harsh as it may seem at this point, you're nothing but a hanger.
Yes.
You are, showcasing their outfit. You're showcasing
Mm-hmm.
that. And I'm sure that there's a lot of outfits that you have. You're like, "I don't want to wear this, but
Yeah,
I'm
but
getting paid. I'm going to do it."
I have to, yeah. I have no choice because if I already signed up for the gig, I said yes. I can't just be like, oh no, I don't want to wear this because how does that make me look as a professional model? It will leave a bad reputation on my name. So
No, totally, totally.
yeah,
I mean, amongst ourselves, directors and so on, we talk, and it's like, "Oh no, that girl, oh no, oh, she did this to me," and
mm-hmm.
you're like, "Oh, wait a second, she did it to Baron, and it's like, and you're just gonna be red flag, and they're just gonna,
Yeah.
then you're gonna wonder why. Just like girls, like they going out there, and like you were mentioning before, that they're not ready, they're not prepared, and unfortunately you have to be prepared. The same thing that that you were saying is invest. It's just like any job. You invest your time, you invest your money, you prepare yourself. As I always tell people, luck favors those who are prepared.
That's right.
So, any final words of encouragement to those girls and guys that want to be a model that you would say, this is my experience. You should follow these steps uh, if you want to be a little more successful or be successful.
Yeah, for sure. Um, I was told no a lot of times because of my height, because I'm not that tall. Without heels, I'm 5'6". And all these shows and people were requesting models 5'8" and taller. But the fact that I was so well trained and I had like my walk is very professional. So um I didn't give them anything to like doubt me. You know what I mean? I'm like, yeah, I'm not that tall, but you put me in high heels, I can rock that runway and rock your outfit. So don't limit yourself just because maybe you don't think you don't have the body type or the height or maybe the skin color or whatever. Go ahead and give it a try because especially commercial modeling, you don't even need to be tall or skinny or this or that in order to make it. Commercial modeling is the highest paying out
Yeah,
there.
commercial
So
is.
commercial
You want to
modeling,
do
yeah.
commercial and editorial by far are the highest paying, and height really doesn't really play much of a role in it. I mean, runway, you're not going to see the prettiest girls on the runway. You're going to see the tallest, the thinnest, if anything. And now, with all the acceptance of different body types and whatsoever, but you're not going to see a pretty girl most of the time on a runway. You're
Yeah.
going to see someone that knows the walk and all that. And and I can relate to it because I seen you on shows, I seen you perform, and you have such a charismatic personality that when you enter a room, nobody's looking to see how tall you are.
No,
Okay,
easy.
it's kind of like uh not to, bomb about myself or whatsoever, but it's like when I go places, they know my trajectory, they know my
Mhm.
experience. So they're not looking at what type of camera I'm carrying. They know that here is what value. And I see it in you in so many of the times, whether you're performing and singing on the runway. This lady is flawless, totally. I've seen her. She can rock a swimsuit, she can rock a gown, she knows the walk. And I just love the way that you're going down the runway and you just have that look, looking like, oh yeah, I'm fine. You're not. And it's like I truly enjoy watching you on the runway. I'm that stalker guy that you're like, oh damn, she looks good. Because I seen you that you really love what you do and you can tell. And that is quite fascinating.
Yes.
So before we close up, tell me a fun fact about you that most people don't know.
Well, my partner doesn't know what he's gonna come home to. If he's gonna come home to me or to Alea or or to one of the other alter egos because I switch up randomly.
Okay. That sounds a little psycho to me, but
I could be a little
okay.
psycho, yeah.
As long as you don't put on a pair of overalls and walk in with a cigar. Well, I don't know. He may get turned on by that. Talking about what's up with the hat, girl?
Oh, this is my brand. It's Alea's brand actually. This is called the Malandros hat.
Malandro. She's a malandra. She's a
Malandros
bad
hat.
girl.
A bad girl. It's a unisex hat. I hand customized it myself, and I made a
hasn't given me one.
Malandra
Just,
tote bag.
I just say it like that. She hasn't given me one. Just throwing it out there. What? I'm sorry.
I also made a Malandra tote bag to match it with the hat. And I only made them limited edition. I made like only
But
10
that's
of them.
kind of prejudice. That's for girls.
Yeah, it's for girls, but the hat is unisex. That's why I made 10 of these and 5 of these. Hand customized limited edition. But my hat sold out on the
You
first
got to
day.
do one like a tote for men so you can put the cigars and stuff.
Working on that.
Just put it out there. It's like you can cross it on over, put your wallet in there, stick my cigars in it.
Working on that. We just launched a week ago. So I am definitely working on bringing out a lot more products, a lot more different styles of hats, and different customizations to them. You know what I mean? Always keeping the vibe.
But we got to do a shoot we're going to call it the Malandra shoot.
Oh, I would love that.
Yeah, and I already have an idea.
I'm wearing Malandra style right now. I grabbed this plain black dress and
go ahead and stand up.
It.
Model it for me. I want to see that Malandra look.
Camera.
Yeah, that's camera. There you go. Bag it up.
Wait, my bag.
Okay. Shot that bag.
Bag.
There you go. She's a bad girl.
There's a plain black dress, and I'm wearing some Malandra dress with my boots. And red lipstick to match, and my nails are red too.
I wonder what else is red. Oh, that's that. Okay, yeah, I get it. She's wearing red. Okay, well, thank you for being in the Fashion Icon. Hope to see you again. We're gonna do a Malandra shoot. We're gonna put in some highlights in there, and then it's like looking forward to the next guest that we're gonna have. I don't know what he meant, but he says, Baron, I'm going to come in there and I'm going to get naked. I'm going to say it all. I'm a little bit scared about him, but...
I wonder who it is.
Well, soon. So I'll see you in the next podcast. Make sure that you hit that button, like us, and subscribe so you can see the next programs that we're going to have.
And
Check
the naked man.
That's right. No, there's not going to be no naked man.
No?
No.
Oh, I thought I heard
only
you say
your
that.
Imagination.
Okay,
I don't know.
okay.
I just have to clarify with him to see when he said that he was going to get naked. So I don't know what he meant by that. But
I'm going to cover my eyes, okay? Mommy.
Yeah, you're going to cover your eyes?
I'm going to cover my eyes. Like, I don't want to see that.
So make sure that you stay tuned to the...
Have you ever felt like you have dry skin? I have a solution for you. Use Mita de Perales with collagen, vitamin A, and E. Perfect for your skin.